Hi, I'm Kim and I have a channel on YouTube. I pretty much just show my daily life every so often, not every single day, but I like to just have my kids involved and document memories and share my journey with people and connect that way. I didn't know that there was anywhere else, to be honest. Like YouTube, I discovered just, I don't know, when I was bored one day and I realized that people actually did that and made videos and put them on to YouTube. And so from then it sort of sparked a bit of a passion, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. I think from being young, I've always wanted to sort of be seen maybe, or just perform or entertain, I guess. And it was a way that I could do that without any pressure from anything else. And I don't think it would be something I would have pursued on my own. I wouldn't have gone after it, but the fact that I could do it in my own bedroom sort of made it doable. I'd love to get a vlogging camera eventually and do like way more professional vlogs, because the standard that YouTube is at now, it's only, technology keeps on making it harder and harder to stay up with what like the big YouTubers are doing. So I think if I had the means to do that, I would do it. But at this stage in my life, it's sort of just what I can afford and going with that and making that work for me. And it does work. Like I can connect with people, and that's at the end of the day what I want to do. But I'd love to be able to give like the best production value possible. I came into it right around where it was sort of transitioning. So it was going from like people were just doing it as a hobby to when people were doing it as a job. Like not a whole bunch of people were doing it as a full-time job at the time when I started. And I think more and more people are just getting recognized, and it's becoming like television. Like YouTubers now get stopped in the street and get swarmed, and they get like Teen Choice Awards, and there's a category for YouTube now, and it's just becoming this massive thing where it's the new form of entertainment, really. Like so many more people are flocking to YouTube rather than watching television, because at the end of the day, a lot of people say, like, if you wanted to be an actress or an actor or just an entertainer in general, that's why you do YouTube, because that's what you want to do, that's what you're passionate about, and that's what so many people do. Like, for example, Grace Helbig, she wanted to be a comedian, and now she's doing it through YouTube. So people are living their dreams through YouTube. I think if you are able to connect with just one person, that's a success. So the fact that I've been able to connect with a whole bunch of people, and people that feel like not just a view, they feel like a friend. Like I feel like when I am talking to my camera, that's actually they're the people that I'm talking to. I'm not actually just talking to a device. And that's really how I measure it. I know that, I suppose being successful could mean making money and making it your career, or it could be measured a different way. And I suppose I never even knew that you could make money off YouTube. So I didn't do it for those purposes, and I did it more for the connection and for something to do, something that I could be passionate about. So yeah, I measure it by connections. So it's really cool because you meet so many different people and you form these relationships where you just support each other. And I think that's a bit of what the world needs. It's just being able to support people more often, and everyone benefits from it. And then you have your viewers as well, and that they support you, and they're so kind, and they leave you these awesome messages and stuff. And so it is definitely worthwhile to do YouTube. I encourage my viewers to comment and leave comments, and often they do, and they leave really lovely comments. You occasionally get the mean ones, and they are the ones that stick, and you do sort of focus on them more than you should. But in the broad scheme of things, when I weigh up my bad compared to my good comments, I get, a heap more good comments, and those are the really nice ones that sort of brighten up your day and make you glad that you actually made the video. I think it is good to have the comment section though, because sometimes it might just be constructive feedback, or it gives that, connection again, that it sort of makes the person watching it a real person rather than just a view. I think from the get-go, I would create what I was passionate about, because I did makeup because I thought that that's just sort of like all the girls that I'd seen on YouTube is that's what they made, and their videos were great, and they did get me into this, but I did what they did, whereas I wish I should like had just done what I wanted to do from the very start. You get so scared when you even think about posting your video. Like, I've been there. I was so nervous, and like, to be honest, my first video, it was uploading, and I took it down halfway through the upload, and it was like never seen by anyone because I was so scared. Like, I just freaked out. But it's not that scary. you get it up there and you might get a couple of views, or like you might have a really awesome video with an awesome title that gets lots of views. Like, that's just really lucky. But generally it takes a while for your audience to build. So it starts off really small, and that's nice because it means that you can make those foundations with those people and then grow from there, and it's not as scary as you think it is. The reason I made the decision to stop the beauty and move on to the family stuff was because the videos that I look back on personally were the ones with my kids in it, and I just think, like, I did Vlogmas, which is you vlog the 25 days up till Christmas, and those videos, I think, like, one day my kids are going to be grown ups and they're going to look back on those videos and think it's so cool that their mum did that. And so I was like, well, why don't I do this more? Like, why don't I make this what my channel's about? Because it's what I like to look back on, and I love editing them, and it's so much easier as well. And there wasn't anybody in New Zealand really doing that, so there was a niche to be filled, and that's why I did it, like, sort of transition into something a bit different. I love watching family vlogs, and I think it was important for me to do something like this where I am being a mum, because I guess my situation's a little bit different. Like, you see all these like really happy families together, and I suppose there was no New Zealand family really doing it, and like, because I'm a solo mum, so I was like, oh well, that's different, and we can have these like amazing memories, and you know, it's a cool way to show that it's all fun, and you know, there's heaps of people can relate to you. And yeah, I think young mums have like a bit of stigma behind it, and I'm not actually that young. Like, I am quite a bit older, but I guess I look younger, so you can tell, like, when you're walking through the mall and people see you and pass judgment without knowing you, and it's just something that if you're a young mum, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But on YouTube, people were complimenting me on my parenting and being like, oh, you know, I should try this, or giving me feedback as well. So, for example, when I was toilet training my son, and they were like, oh, you should try this, or you should try that. And that's really cool, like, to have that sort of community there. And it is mums, and I still feel like I'm being me, because I think when you become a mum, you sort of get so consumed with being a mum, you forget to be yourself a little bit. Whereas YouTube was the outlet for me, like, to still be me and still do what I love.